So, I hope you're doing alright and you're having an awesome day. Basically, today I was working on these classrooms. Yeah, so we've been working on this. These are classrooms, four of them, and I want them to look nice, of course. So, and I'm behind schedule. I'm supposed to complete them on time. But what I want to show you is how you can be able to do this. So, I was working on it and I was saying, let me try this concept here, but it doesn't look nice, so I'm going to change it. But I said before I change it, because I think this is common with hotels and stuff like that, how you can be able to do something like this in ArchiCAD. So that's what I want to show you using the morph tool. So one of the first thing that you have to do is you have to draw this one we call it a section. Yeah, so you have to draw a section, and it is easy to draw such thing within a section so that you know the height of the stuff that you want to be from where to where. So what I had to do first is come and draw a section. So this is the section tool that I came and draw it here, because this is where I wanted, where my slab was going to be. But I think that one is something that you already know how to do it. Then once you draw a section, you can click on it, then you right click and you say open section in new tab. You'll see something like open section in new tab, but for me I've already opened it here. Yeah, so I have my section here. So then what you want to do, so basically it is wise to open that section where you want to draw that thing, because now you can see the dimensions. So let me use this center point here. I can come at this point in the center, and let me say I want the center of it. I can just draw a line here so that I find out where the center is. The center, so I know that I'm drawing the line all the way to here. So when it touches here, I know that it's touching the slab, so that is the highest point that I want it to go to. So then you can, so this one, because I want it to be curved, I can put it on this either side, this one or this one. So sometimes you can calculate the side that you want, how much or how thick do you want it to be. But for this one, I'm just going with the showing you how you can be able to do this. So let me just put it here. This is just at any point. I've not done any calculation here. Then now I can click on this line and I can curve it. So I click at the center, then I choose these options here. You'll see somewhere these options. So I want the option that can be able to curve it. So the best way for me, I think the best way to curve it, let me select it from the bottom so that it curves more towards the upper side. But I think it's almost the same thing this way. And if you want to curve it more, of course you can try to now adjust this other end. Say I want it to be more curvy, I can click this side here and I move the node now, so I can move the node further or closer this way. Then I can try to curve it more, but yeah, that's just easy. Then what I do is I click this line. Yeah, you can continue doing whatever you want here, but for me I like to do it far away. Like this one is why I did it this other side. So let me bring it here. Then I'll click on it and I'll click on line tool and I'll click on this option, which I've been using a lot when it comes to doing offsetting lines or offsetting anything in ArchiCAD. If you don't have it on, there's a video that I did on how you can be able to use it more on more of your videos. I think I'll leave maybe a link here for that video, you go and see it. But basically, if you want to turn it on, you come to window, then you click on palettes and you go down until you see something called control box. So make sure that control box is on. Once you click on it, then I click on the line tool. I click on these two double lines here, then these two double lines, then this is the magic wand. Then now I can be able to offset it. So I can say let me offset something like 100 mm. Yep. Then all I want to do is to close the bottom and also close the top. So the bottom, of course, is gonna be horizontal. It won't be this way, it will be horizontal like this. Then I can delete what I don't want, like cutting. And I think you know how to cut stuff, but to cut, you just let me show you how to cut here. Then if this is where I know this is the topmost part, so I don't know, someone is calling me. Let me finish this one first. If you click on this line, you can you hold control, then I can cut this one. If I click on this, I hold control, then I can cut this one. Okay. Then now I can go to the morph tool. Yeah, I want to use the morph tool. You can use the morph tool, you can use the shell tool. I think you can use morph and shell for this, but the best for me is morph tool. So when I click the morph tool, then I click magic wand. You can either use this magic wand here if you have if you switched on this control box thing. Yeah, you can use that magic wand. Again, it works fine, or I can just use the normal magic wand is spacebar. So spacebar, then I click, then I go to 3D. So when I go to 3D, I can see the stuff that I've drawn now. So this is what I've just drawn a few seconds ago. So I want to make it to be bigger. Let me select it first before I rotate, so that I'll be rotating it. I want to make it to be somehow bigger in size, so that I can play around with it. Remember, we had drawn this side, it was 100 mm. The glass just cut me like a few seconds ago, and I was trying to do this tutorial. I was moving this chair, then it broke a glass, but I know you don't want to listen to that. Then it did this to me. It's paining me now. Anyways, so when I click on this, you can always look for the center line. Sorry, what am I doing again? You can always look for like the center line or somewhere at the center, but once you click on this edge and you look properly, you will see where there's this sort of center. So it is wise to click from there. So once I click, if you don't see properly, you can zoom in better, then you'll see much better. Once you click, you see these options here. There's a lot of options here, a ton of them. So you want this one, it's called tube, because you want to make this one to be more like a tube, and I said I want to make it to be again 100. So once you click on this one, then you go to either Y or X. Yeah, you go to either Y or the negative Y. So when I go to positive Y or negative Y, then I type 100. So for me, I'm going to this positive Y because I know according to the line that I've drawn the section, I want to place it from that section going the other side, but you can place it any side, then you just adjust later. Once you place 100, you click enter, then you click the mouse button at that place, just click enter. Then now if I go closer, you see that it has sharp corners, but I want it to look roundish like this one. You see this one looks like a stick. It is very round. Yeah, it is very round, so I want it to be round like that. So all you have to do is to come to these corners and you chamfer the corners, you make them to be curved. So you click on any corner, then you use this option to fillet or chamfer. And I think I'm gonna go, it's saying 45 is what I went with the other one. 45 radius is okay. Enter. Then you rotate to any other corner, like let's go to this other corner, you click on it, then you go to chamfer option 45. Actually, you can just apply on all edges to make it easier. Yeah, it already done on one. To make it easier, you can just apply on all edges like that, then you see it's round. But usually for tutorials, I find it easy when you tell someone to do it per each, because the repetition helps them to know much better. So let's do per each. So this is reduced to 44. Then this one is gonna do 44 again. So when it says, so when you do for each, you realize that there's points where it says like that. It means that I did not select the exact corner point. So let me repeat for this. In case you watch my videos and you see them being longer, it's because of these things. So for me, I prefer to do for each. When you do for each, someone will find a certain problem that maybe someone might encounter and how they can be able to go about solving that issue. So now we just come back to the same. This one is the one which refused. If you just go back to it clearly, zoom in a little bit, you'll see the edge that you want. So I want this one. Then I repeat the same, should work. Yeah. So sometimes when it says like that, it means that you did not select the exact edge. Basically, once you create one, you see that it has a lot of lines. You see here, there's a lot of lines, like here 2, some places 2, some places 1. So because of that, you can confuse on which one to click. But this way it doesn't look smooth. So for me, I want something to look smooth. But if you want to leave it to look like a stick, if you're going with the concept of a stick, like you're going to use you're going to curve like cypress or stuff like that. You're going to curve it, then you can leave it, because for it will have such rustic issues, especially if you're designing something that is rustic, like let's say some sort of resort and you're using something curved because you're going to use sticks. Then it will be this sort of curved and has this rustic concept on it. But in this case, I'm assuming I'm going to carve steel, yeah, steel pipes. Then you can be able to hit them and carve them. So if you want to make these corners to be soft, there's two ways actually. I don't have to show the two, I can just show you the easiest one. There's one that you make it, you increase the curves on the side so that it becomes more smoother. But the easiest one is you just click on any side. You can just click on any side or any line that you want. Then these options will come again. Then you go to this, the final one. It's called custom edge settings. So basically we want to make it to be as soft as possible, and you say all edges so that you don't have to click on each. You say all edges, soft as possible. You see now it's very soft, very soft. And soft, now you can click on it and you apply certain texture that you want. So say I click on this to switch on the texture that I want. I maybe make it look like woodish, yeah. And now maybe you want to make a number of them to look this way. So that one again is pretty easy. You just rotate it now. So if you're drawing where you are, like for this one I wanted to draw them on this line, I can just go and grab and bring it to the line and rotate or do whatever. Let me just show you, because that's what the tutorial was anyway. Like that, yeah. If I have it there, then I can open it to the section, then I'll sit here and I can easily rotate it. This one is rotating on mirror, but I think I did not make it soft. Did I make it soft on all the edges? I think I did not make it that soft like the ones I had. Let's see. Custom face settings. That one is for setting textures. The problem now is I can't find the edges, but yeah, so I can do like that. That is 1, 2. Then now if you want to rotate it to be like let me move it away from here so that I can show you. I'm moving the two of them, clicking and moving them away like here. Then I can just rotate them like in a circle. I think you get it. So to do that, I can, let me go to rotate, move, then rotate multiple copies. So I want to rotate them in some sort of a circle kind of thing, yeah? So best way is to look for the center. This one doesn't give me the center though. Please ping. It's not pinging the center, but I know the center is somewhere here. This is guesswork though, but I know the center is somewhere here. So let me click from that, then I can begin from this. We do 45, we do 90, we do, that one is 45 again. If I want, I can even introduce more here at the center between this. Let me show you, between this and this, yeah. 35 and which one do you get here? The sum that you get here. Why can't you work, man? It's not giving me the angles, but I can do it myself though, because here to here is 45, so the half of 45 is 24. No, 22.5, somewhere there. Then can come and do it also somewhere here, but this one I'm not doing it right though. I'm messing up the angles, but I'm just showing you, man. I'm just showing you. Then I can escape and I can come to 3D. Then you can see what we have. So sometimes people use this if you're doing especially things to do with grass, not grass, but results and whatever. You can introduce some of these things to create short, either to create shades, or you can also do it to be far away. Like, you don't have to make it to be sync or here. You can either do it on a circle if you're doing like it's a circle but you're spreading it far away. I think that maybe I can show you in another one, that one, but you can use this for different designs. But that one is just rotating part. The most important thing is how you can be able to draw it. So for now, I think let me go away and finish this one first. In case you want to know how to draw this one, maybe let me know. I can make a tutorial on it after I'm done, and I'll send it to the client and they've said yes. Maybe I can show you. But yeah, like I said, these are classrooms, 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4. These ones are sort of like offices for the teachers, then toilets this side, toilets this side, and this is a few offices here. Then there's no administration or whatever here, just a few offices. And when I do this way, it creates this sort of usually it creates a better design when you don't put it along this line this way. It looks nice. I even wanted this one to bring it in a little bit. I'm still thinking about it, but maybe for later. But now let's go away, man.